Hey guys, good morning, what's up? My name's Erin, and today we're going to be going a little bit on a softer look today. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Nude Rose Gold palette. Looks like this. So, I've done videos with it before, but why not just do them again? So far, since you see that most of my face is actually done already, so what I did was I took the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Perfecting Blur Primer from Shop Miss A, and then I applied the Perfect Eyeshadow Primer in gold, or sorry, not in gold, in glow for my eyelids here, and they haven't creased, which is awesome. The next thing that I used was the AOA Studio Wonder Cover HD Concealer. I ended up using that primarily as a foundation, like I went underneath my eyes, obviously, and then I put some on the cheeks, blended in with a stippling brush, and just kind of went over where I'm really red. I didn't put it on a whole lot, and then I did put on a little bit of blush. I did not put on highlighter. I will keep that for you guys. But the blush that I used both an e.l.f. blush palette in light, and I used a Malibu Glitz blush in the shade number 1 Rosy Flush. So those are there. I also used the e.l.f. contour kit and illuminating kit on my face. But yeah, we've done the brows already, and the brows are there and ready to go. I used a couple products on my brows. I used the AOA Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil in taupe. I then went in with the AOA Studio Wonder Brow Pomade, which is also in taupe. And then I kind of set it with the AOA Studio Wonder Brow that is also in taupe, because I have light hair coming in, so I did do that. No lips have been done, and obviously the eye look has not been done yet. So hopefully we can make this a little quicker for you guys. If you do want to ever see me preparing my face, I can totally do that and walk you through it. But as for right now, this is what we got. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the palette here, and we're going to just sort of do this together. So I'm going to take a fluff brush. This is the first brush that ColourPop ever sent me. And then we're going to go in a little bit. Sorry, I had to move my spotlight mirror here. So I'm going to go in with this shade. I'll actually zoom you guys in. Like, it's fine. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to go in with this shade right here, just to be sort of our transition shade. Let's pack the brush on with that. And just kind of go for it a little bit. Just pack it on a little bit there. Just packing it, nothing too crazy. Going on to the other eye really quickly. And you can pat this on. I usually do. So I'll just show you what it looks like when you're patting it on and in. Because you see there's still a little bit of redness on my eyes. So, gonna get rid of that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start in with those darker colors. I'm gonna go ahead and use the same brush. And I want to bring in this shade right here. It's basically the metallic shade of that one right there, but we're going to go with that one really quickly here. So remember, same brush, gather up a good amount of product, tap off whatever you don't want there, start in the outer corner, and try to bring it into your crease as much as possible. Now sometimes I'll go in, like I just did, I'll go into the inner corner and move out. And I just like to blend a little bit more. Okay, now on to the other eye here. Okay, Now, it's always a little easier for the left eye to work because you've already kind of experimented and done it on the first eye. You know what I mean? Like, works out a little bit, just blending into the crease a little bit more. Okay, so we have that nice darkness there. I'm going to go ahead and take another ColourPop Fluff brush, and I'm going to go right into this darker shade right here, and I'm going to tap a little bit of that on, tap off the excess, start out in that outer area, and just sort of work your way in. If you feel you need to go a little heavier, then, you know, that's up to you. So, I just really like this shade. And I don't put a whole lot of pressure on the brush because we want it to look nice and smooth and blended. Alright. Alright, so we may break into another palette. It's that All About Roses that you've seen me use before. It's this guy right here, which is pretty much all shimmer. So, yeah. Alright. So, I actually do want to go into that because I want to sort of lighten up the bald area here. So, I do have these shades right here. So when we do go into it, because I know that I'm just like, oh yeah, we're going to go into it right now, but I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go in with this first, this gold shade here. I'm going to take my index, gather a good amount, and get on in there. So you see how it starts to really sort of work that in. Okay. Now that we have that a little bit lighter, I want to go a little bit darker in the crease. So I'm going to take, this is an e.l.f. contour brush, and I'm going to go ahead in this darkest color here. It's like a purple sparkle. So I'm just going to go in like this. Tap off the excess, tap onto that area, and move in if you can. Again, don't put a whole lot of pressure on the eyelid because we want to have a nice situation. Alright, so now that we're focusing in that darker crease, now I will go into the All About Roses Essence palette here. And I'm going to take a shade similar to what I just did. It's this shade right here, same brush. So I'm going to dip in like I did before. And go ahead into that outer corner. And really smoke that out a little bit. Okay. Alright, so we've got that going on. Okay, so it's a little smoked out. Now we're going to stay in this palette for a moment. And I'm going to use an e.l.f. crease brush. And I'm not going to use it for the crease actually. I'm going to use it to apply this guy right here, if you can see it. And I'm going to just load it. Ooh! Lightly touch it. And just pop it in the middle there. So that you have a really nice shine. Okay, And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in this pink sort of shade here. Same brush. And also pop that in there. Just lightly, nothing too crazy. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that brush down. Now I have another brush here. This is the blending brush by e.l.f. And I'm actually going to go into this white sparkly shade with the brush. Gently touch these because they are very powdery. And I'm just going to highlight the brow bone here ever so slightly. Yeah, ever so slightly. Alright. Now I'm going to go in with we're done with this. So I'm going to go in with a ColourPop pencil brush. And I'm going to take that darkest shade that we had before in the e.l.f. palette. And I'm going to dip lightly. And go in that lower lash line. Okay. Now same thing for your other eye. Alright. So now that that is on, we can go ahead and close the palette down. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on some eyeliner. So I'm using one from Shop Miss A. I believe it says JK on it, eyeliner. It's waterproof, sort of. It's waterproof until you take it off. So I'm going to go ahead and open this, take off the excess, and I'm going to bring my mirror a little closer. Actually, I can bring you a little closer. So, seeing that, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to shut up so I have full concentration. Okay, so there's one. Dip again. Scrape off the excess. Okay, so there they are. They are lined. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on some lips because we're going to wait. There we go. Because we're going to wait until that dries before we put on some mascara. So I actually want to do this shade metallic right here. It's the AOA Studio Wonder Metal Liquid Lipstick. And this one is in the shade Yas. That is literally what it's called. So we can see that lovely natural color. I'm just going to go ahead in here. We're going to mix shades too. Bringing that mirror closer, shoot. Okay, so that is that shade right there. Looks a little patchy here and there, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and mix it with this one, and this one is called Bella. It is the same, it's an AOA Studio metallic lipstick. Now something that you do have to watch out for is that the applicator did break off. These are $1, but you still don't want your applicator breaking off, so here we go. Just going to dot it on. sort of help blend it a little bit. So we're going to go back in. Okay. And now we're going to clean up those edges. And I'm just going to take my finger and do that. Okay, so I did clean up those edges now, so they look a little different. Now that we're dried, I can go ahead and curl my lashes. So here we go. And here we go. Now for the mascara, I'm using a Maybelline Great Lash Mascara in Blackest Black. It's a classic, but a goodie. Okay. And here we go. Okay, now onto your other eye. Alright, so that's what the eyes look like, and actually we are done. So I don't have setting spray with me right now, but you know, so everything looks pretty good as far as I'm concerned, how I feel about it. Now if you want to keep your hair up like this, that's totally fine, but for me, I like it a little messy, so definitely looks a lot better this way in my personal opinion, but you can do whatever you want. So if you enjoyed what you saw today, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And before we do that, girl forgot to put on some highlighters. So I'm going to go in with the AOA Studio Wonder Baked Highlighter, and this is in the shade Fresa. So I'm going to just go ahead and grab a ColourPop fluff, or a ColourPop fan brush, I'm sorry. It's going to go in, because it is baked, and just sort of bring that cheek to life a little bit. Okay, so now if you saw what you like, if you saw something that you liked in this video, please hit the subscribe button. When you do that, a little bell will pop up. It's a notification bell, and it will let you know whenever I post a new video, so long as you click it. So today, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you did in fact enjoy today, and I will see you next time. And you can comment down below. You can also find my links in the description box, and I will see you guys later. Bye.